NES fans are sure to know this one. One of the most popular sports titles on that system turns out to be the best one yet on this system. You select from 13 teams, not at all based on the lineup for Italia 90. There's no Austria, Scotland, or Romania, amongst others, and France are present despite not actually qualifying for that finals. Your squad is made up of 6 generically named players that could be considered archetypical of the country that you've chosen. For instance, Arthur is the English goalie, and Pierre is holding down the French midfield. You only have one formation to choose from, but you can pick which player plays where, and some rudimentary strategies such as whether to focus on passing or dribbling, or whether your teammates shoot at all. This was a little strange to me the first time I saw it, but then you realise that you only control one player on your team. The other 5 are automated. Games like FIFA do actually have this as a game option these days, but back then it was not the norm. The 6 players on your team line up with 1 keeper, 2 defenders, 1 midfielder, and 2 strikers. This is your only choice, and also P1 only has the option of controlling number 4, the midfielder. This is who you want, as it's not as though positional play is super important. I find myself playing the box-to-box method popularized by primary school kids anyway. Ooh, ball, chase it. Depending on which team you choose and which lineup you go with, the players are faster or slower and have varying chances to win the ball back in a tackle. While these stats aren't shown anywhere, it's quite a marked difference, with Germany being the top guys, fair enough, and Cameroon being the weakest. Roger Miller might have had something to say about that. The game is horizontally focused, with the famous Kunio-Kun style of character made famous by Double Dragon and River City Ransom. You know, the ones with the big old craniums? The characters all look slightly different, mainly just the eyes or hairstyles, but it's a nice touch. I love the facial expressions when a player gets tackled. They actually look as if they took a right hook from Jimmy Lee. You can't see the whole pitch at any one time, even widthways, but it works here as you can usually at least see a teammate to pass to, or a couple of opposition players. You pass with A and shoot with B, and while the other team is on the ball, A will shoulder charge and B will attempt a slide tackle. I guess you could say that your controllable number 4 is the team captain, as while the other players are autonomous, you can shout at them to block or slide tackle when defending by pressing the same buttons you'd use to do so yourself, and pass or shoot similarly while attacking. This is cool, and the other guys actually do respond to you with some degree of intelligence. If bearing down on goal, they're not going to pass to you regardless of how many times you scream for it. Just position yourself for a potential rebound and shut your mouth, you dirty glory stealer. It's possible to activate a player's special shots by pressing A and B together. These include bicycle kicks and volleys that are very tough to save, but you only get 5 per match. As you progress through the teams, the pitches change with some pretty funny additions. For instance, when you play Japan, there are boulders that instantly trip a player. There are sandy pitches that slow the balls down, and icy ones that hilariously cause a tackled player to skid off the pitch. Nice touches. And there we have it, one of my hopes fulfilled. A soccer game that's really fun and playable. The lack of realism really helps. The game is totally lawless. Feel free to take out your opponents from behind or elbow them to the head, whatever you want. Oh yes, you have no idea how happy this game makes me. Get in! Thanks so much for watching this video. Let me know your thoughts on the game down below, and if you can spare a second, give the review a quick thumbs up, it really helps out. Subscribe to the Portable Power Podcast for a new Game Boy review every day from Monday to Friday. Or alternately, new episodes of the podcast drop every Saturday and Sunday on whichever platform you get your pods. See you later on.